Keely Hodgkinson's world record story no one saw coming. Keely Hodgkinson stands at the starting line in Liévin, France, and destiny crushes down on her shoulders. She trained for this moment her entire career, but nobody expected what came next. In the weeks before this race, everything changed for the British Olympic champion, and it started with advice from someone most elite athletes would never expect to hear from, Kim Kardashian. By early February 2026, Keely Hodgkinson had conquered almost everything in professional athletics. At 24 years old, she held Olympic gold from Paris 2024, 2 European Championship titles, and the respect of every elite middle-distance runner on the planet. But she was missing one thing: the world indoor record for the 800 meters. The record belonged to Slovenia's Jolanda Čeplak, who ran 1:55.82 on March 3, 2002. For Hodgkinson, this date felt impossibly personal. It was her birthday. Čeplak had set the record on the exact day Hodgkinson was born. Destiny seemed to be calling her to claim it. In late 2025, everything fell apart. After an injury-plagued season that tested her mentally and physically, Hodgkinson withdrew from her own Keely Classic meet just 2 days before the race due to a hamstring injury. She had planned to break the world record there in front of her home crowd. Instead, she limped away, defeated and frustrated. The injury was a breaking point, but it also forced her to confront a crucial question. Was she sacrificing her life for a pursuit that left no room for happiness? Then came the turning point. Her coach, Trevor Painter, approached her with an unusual offer. Paris Fashion Week was beginning, and he suggested she take a trip to attend. Not to train, not to prepare, just to live and remember why she loved running. Just to be Keely Hodgkinson the person, not Keely Hodgkinson the machine built solely for track times. It was a radical suggestion in the world of elite athletics, where every day is typically scheduled, monitored, and optimized for performance. She agreed without hesitation. When Hodgkinson arrived in Paris in early February, she connected with Kim Kardashian at the fashion events. The two women spent time together at the fashion shows, having what Hodgkinson would later describe as a great time. Kardashian's world is built on managing multiple dimensions of life simultaneously. When she spoke with Hodgkinson about the importance of maintaining happiness in personal life, it came from someone who had learned through experience that emotional wellness fuels professional success. Hodgkinson listened intently. For years, she had followed a singular path: wake up, train, compete, recover, repeat. The injury-plagued season of 2025 had forced her to confront a difficult truth. She had sacrificed relationships, spontaneity, and joy on the altar of athletic pursuit. "I'm really big on balance," Hodgkinson explained in interviews after the world record. "Balance is definitely my thing. My internal happiness comes before anything else." She understood now that the happier she was off the track, the better she performed on it. "I just am much better at training. I'm much better at racing. I look forward to things more." When she returned from Paris, Trevor Painter noticed the difference immediately. Hodgkinson carried a lightness she had lacked before. She smiled more genuinely. She spoke with confidence that went beyond athletic bravado. She had reconnected with the pure joy of running. Painter understood what had happened. By giving his athlete permission to step away from the relentless grind, he had unlocked something profound. The best performances in athletics don't come from desperation or obligation. They come from joy. Just days after returning from Paris, Hodgkinson lined up at the UK Indoor Championships in Birmingham on February 14, 2026. It was meant to be a workout session focused on her opening 200 meters, nothing more. She had no expectation of running fast times. Then she ran 1:56.33. She hadn't meant to go that fast. When trackside commentators asked her afterward, she smiled with genuine surprise. "I don't want to put a time limit on what I think I can do, but I didn't mean to go that fast," which shows I'm in a really good place. Her coach, Trevor Painter, told the media he believed Hodgkinson was odds-on to break the world record, saying she would need only to avoid getting ill or falling over. Something fundamental had shifted in her preparation, and everyone could see it. The relaxed approach, the balance, the joy. These were the foundations of her success. February 19, 2026. Liévin, France, the World Indoor Tour Gold event. This was the moment that would define everything. Hodgkinson entered the stadium knowing exactly what she needed to do. The wave lights on the inside of the track glowed green, representing record pace. She would chase those lights for 800 meters, running faster than any woman had ever run the distance indoors. Around her were formidable competitors: Ethiopia's Tsige Duguma, the Olympic silver medalist, and Switzerland's Audrey Werro, the fastest woman in the world before this race. Hodgkinson made her decisive move soon after 400 meters. She glided past Greik with the smoothness of a champion, taking control of the race. The pace was relentless, the rhythm perfect. By 600 meters, she had pulled ahead and the field was left behind. Werro tried to follow, but couldn't sustain it. In the final stretch, with the crowd roaring, Hodgkinson crossed the finish line in 1:54.87. The world record had fallen. Hodgkinson collapsed onto the track, exhausted and emotional. She lay there for a moment, processing what she had just accomplished. Her coaches, Trevor Painter and Jenny Meadows, rushed down to the track, beaming with pride and relief. Her training partner, Georgia Hunter-Bell, the Olympic bronze medalist and world silver medalist, embraced her with genuine joy. Then Hodgkinson made her way to her family in the stands, taking a selfie to cement the moment forever in memory. In the trackside interview, she was breathless and overwhelmed. "Thank God, that was really fun. I've been really looking forward to this for a good few weeks, so thank you for the amazing crowd. I wasn't running alone. I had lots of help over here." She had broken Čeplak's record by nearly a full second, erasing a 24-year standard. She had fulfilled her destiny in the most dramatic way possible. But the true story wasn't about the time. It was about what she had learned in Paris, that balance creates strength, that personal happiness fuels athletic excellence. Hodgkinson's name joined an exclusive list of British world record holders. She stood alongside triple jumper Jonathan Edwards as the only British athlete currently holding world records in championship events. Her message was revolutionary. Yes, you must work relentlessly. Yes, you must train with dedication. But you must also live. You must find balance. You must protect your internal happiness. You must remember that you are a complete human being, not just a vehicle for athletic achievement. In an era where burnout and injury claim countless promising athletes, Hodgkinson's approach offers a different model. She had learned that pushing through everything is not the path to greatness. Sometimes the path runs through Paris Fashion Week and conversations about the importance of personal happiness. Trevor Painter had understood this from the beginning. When he suggested she take a trip away from sport, he wasn't compromising her preparation. He was enhancing it. He was showing trust in her as a complete person, not just as an athlete. Kim Kardashian had reminded her of something she had forgotten, that happiness is not a luxury. It is a foundation. Build your life on joy, and everything else becomes possible. On February 19th in Liévin, Keely Hodgkinson proved it beyond any doubt. The record that had felt like her destiny wasn't just about breaking a time. It was about becoming whole. It was about showing the world that to be great, you must first be happy.